Real estate 101, the basics. I have some steps in here. I'm going to show y'all some different things. I want you to get the lingo. I want you to get the numbers. I'm going to provide some numbers in here so you can kind of step through when you get a deal or when you think you get a deal. The downfall with real estate is a lot of people think it's going to be money that's falling out of the sky and everything is just happy-go-lucky and nothing's going to happen. Murphy's Law is everywhere. Murphy's Law is going to kick people out of the game. Murphy's Law, people have been doing real estate with me for some time and they stop, they stop and then they come back and they say, well, what do I need to do? I say basically the same thing that we were doing when you left. So to me, real estate is a lifestyle. It's not just, it's part of the bigger plan for me of financial freedom. And I look at all the different people who have real estate in their portfolios. A lot of them have a lot of money. So my thought process is why not do what they do? So I've been doing real estate almost right out of high school. I didn't know what I was doing. Bought my first property about a couple years later because I bought it with some equity. A couple years later, a lady who helped me out was a realtor, and she came back and she said, "Hey, I have you have equity in your property." And I was like, "Okay, what does that mean to me?" So she told me I have equity. So from there, I started. I took money out of that house. It was $37,000. I remember like it was yesterday. I went to the bank with a check for $37,000. I was in some jogging pants and a t-shirt. And once I did that, I went to give her the lady the check. People calling me right now. I went to give the lady the check, and she was like, she looked at the check for a second, then she went back to get her supervisor. Her supervisor comes over. And they're over in the corner. They're looking at me, looking down at the check, and looking at each other. So he comes over to the desk. I mean, not the desk, but the counter. And he said, "Well, sir, you can't cash this check." I said, "I'm not trying." He said, "Sir, I know you can't get any money back." And I said, "I'm not looking for the money. I just want to put it in the bank." He said, "Well, it takes like 7 to 10 days for you to get any type of money anyway." I was like, "I'm not asking for any money. Can you just deposit my check?" And then, he looked at me a little bit, then he deposited a check, and then I was gone. And then that's when I really started getting into real estate like I was doing. And from there, I kept going back to the same bank because it was like right in my neighborhood or what have you. So go back to the bank, give her the check. And one day she looked at the check and she leaned over and she was like, "What do you do?" And I said, "I cash checks." No, it was a good feeling to be able to do that. But from there, I was hooked, and I was in the military. So what I was doing was traveling because of work. And I stopped doing real estate back in '07, like right in the middle, right before '07, I stopped doing real estate because I was going to be going overseas and stuff like that. And what happened there, it was just not good at all. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to bring up this presentation if they allow me to. If they don't, then they don't. It is what it is. I can talk to real estate. I can show you real estate. I just understand how it's done. Let me kill that. I'm bringing this up right quick. Hopefully they allow me to. If they don't, then I'll just cancel the whole thing, y'all. No big deal. So a lot of people come to me for real estate. I go to a lot of other people for real estate. I don't care if you're savvy, if you're not savvy. I get a lot of phone calls from different people in the real estate world. And to me, it's information. That's all it is. There are no secrets in real estate, y'all. Get it out of your mind. There are no secrets. Miss Alicia, how are you doing? Talk to me. I'm good. What's up? Okay, I didn't know if you want to get on the webinar because you might want to see some of the things. Okay, go to my Facebook page and I put the link right there. So check that out. All right. Good on you. So I see Tony, Miss Regina, Philip, Mr. Johnny, and people are coming on board. I'm still uploading the PowerPoint, and it's just going to be. I took some snapshots, and I think that's maybe the best way to do it. I'm more of a step-by-step person, and I used to go to a lot of seminars, and I still do. But in the seminars, they sit there and feed you whatever they're going to feed you, and then after you leave there, it's like okay, well, where do I start? So my thing, I'm bigger on making it happen. I guess I don't know how else to put it. Uh, I'm gonna just flick through some things. Some of these are gonna be very quick, but some of them you don't need to know about. Uh, I had the privilege of working with a lot of people who helped me out. They actually called me up so I can be in this book. We became best-selling authors. The book is people want the book, and I'm like, it's not so much the book, family. The book is putting me on TV, got me on CNN, Fox, and everything like that. It's putting me in places to where I can do some of the things that I'm working on, for lack of a better word. For me, those of you that know me and those of you that don't, my goal is to go to the best. And I'm talking about the best of the best in any industry that I work in, from motivational speaking to real estate to nonprofit to just building. Why shouldn't we go to the best? We should spend our money, because I didn't spend 5,000, 3,000, 1,000. I spent money, and I continue to get the best information. That's what we have to do. As you see some people here, I know we got the Shark Tank folks up here. That guy on the left-hand side, Shark Tank, the guy in the middle, he taught me how to write. He taught me more of how to write books. They got the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, sold over 500 million copies. Anybody who sells 500 million anything, I need to talk to them. And then Laurel Langmeyer, I went to go see her. I go meet these people because I need their information. I need their insight, and I need help. We all need it. Those are some guys that taught me real estate, some of the best in the industry in my book, on a whole nother scale, from residential to commercial. And then Mr. Les Brown himself, I go get the info, y'all. That's what I do. I'm going to give you the simplified version of real estate. We're just going to kind of flick through this thing, but it's going to be some meat. Alicia, do you need me to stay on the phone? Or if not, I'm going to hang up. Got you. So the biggest thing that stops people is terminology. And I don't know if this lady that I spoke to is going to see this, but she hit me up last night and she said, hey, I'm a wholesaler. And she said, I'm looking to sell some deals. Can you, if you know any deals out there, please get back in touch with me. To me, if you say that to me as an investor, that means you don't have no money. If you say that to a real estate agent, that means that you can't close the deal. You're going to need somebody else. I don't care if you got two pennies to rub together. I don't care if you got $1 million in the bank. You are an investor, or more that I like to say, you're an entrepreneur. I don't like saying I'm a real estate entrepreneur, because a lot of people don't understand that. People understand a little bit more real estate investor. To me, an investor has money and then they look for the deal. For an entrepreneur, on the other side of that, an entrepreneur has the deal and then they bring money to it. So that's the difference between me. You're going to have to do something, y'all. This one guy asked me, and he may be coming on the line as well. He asked me, can I guarantee him money in 30 days? I don't guarantee nobody anything. I can't. That's not what I do. I don't know your grind. I don't know what you're willing to do. Are you willing to attend meetings? Are you willing to study on your own? Do you have money? Do you not have money? Are you willing to put signs up? Are you willing to market on different social media sites? Are you willing to put your business card out there? Every one of us needs a business card, and it just needs to say real estate investor. Real estate investor. Keep it simple. If you don't have a website, you have a website. It doesn't matter. If you have you need some type of email address. And on this one, I have my wrong email address. But can they get in touch with me? Yes. So get an email address, something that people can get in touch with you with. There's meetings all across the country. There's no shortage of them. If you don't go, you talking about, people ask me, where's my buyers? At those meetings. The buyers are at those meetings. Go to the meetings, get your business card, pass it around to people, go to the auctions, get your business card, pass it around to people. The auctions have the cash buyers. Do not go to the auctions and then try to spend this money. Don't try to get a property there. That's not their place. They've been there. When I say they, are people that buy from auctions. They've been there for a while, and they know who you are if you're new. And they're going to up the price, and you're going to pay more than what you should. And that's just how it works. Until you get in the game and you know them, the best thing you can do is say, "Hey, I come across some good deals, and if I come across one, I'll get in touch with you." There you go. Simple as that. I'm going to show y'all some of these myths and some of the things that a lot of people don't think about. So the other piece of the puzzle is the purchase price. Now, this purchase price right here is $8.8 million. And you see, I got in the deal for $100, y'all. 100. And I put this out to people just to show people that anything is possible in the world of real estate. There's so many different avenues. Nobody knows everything there is to know about real estate. You have some very savvy people, though. I will say that. But nobody knows everything. There are no secrets. There's things that you do know and things that you don't know. And I only did this, and I'll tell you this. Before I had this deal, I wouldn't have did the deal because my mind was not on the $1 million deals. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, who's going to pay for that? It's not going to be me. I'm not paying nothing. That's not what I'm doing. But I asked this one lady, people be killing me, y'all. I asked this lady, she said, those deals too risky. I said, so you wouldn't put up $100 to get inside of a deal $8.8 million. Is that what you're telling me? No, I wouldn't. I said, well, good luck with what you're working with. Come on, family. We have to use some type of common sense. Common sense has to set in at some point in time. But let me give it to you this way. The market is going to crash. When the market crashes, how much money and how much are you going to be invested in real estate? That's the key. So had I put up 100,000 like they wanted me to, I might be in trouble if the market crashed. If I put up $100 on each house, what do I care? I don't care. It's $100. I don't care if I lose $100. I'd rather lose 100 than 100,000. So I show people the creative financing way. I show people the way to where you don't have to use your money. I show people the way that you can use your money if you choose to. It's up to you. It don't matter to me. The same deals that people show me are the same deals that I show people. Like, you put up $30,000 for the same house. I put up $100 for the same house. And we both getting weekly rental payments, not weekly, but monthly rental payments are coming to both of us. We both have a stake in the property. So why use 30 when you can use 100? When the market crashes, be in a good position. The other piece of the puzzle is when it crashes, just know that people will still live in houses. So it's okay. It's always going to be okay. If people stop living in houses, then real estate doesn't become relevant anymore. You got me on that one. Hope y'all feel me on that one. This is not even a deal right here. This is $6,000. That's not a deal, not a real estate deal. I had a contractor that when I go to those events, I pull these right here. Give me your business cards. I pull business cards and I find out who I'm speaking to. So I talk to these guys, carpenters, people who do paint, people who do roofing, all these different type of people, contractors, class A, B, C, what have you. So I'm talking to these people and I say, hey, do you pay for referrals? If it's yes, if it's no, okay, well, hey, you have a good day. They don't pay for referrals, okay. But this is referral money. I don't know about y'all, but if you can link two people up and get paid money for it, nothing wrong with that. That's not even a deal. That can be a wholesale deal as well. You can make $6,000 on a wholesale deal. That's not doing a deal making $6,000. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. You got to open your mouth and go to these events. I did this one just to show this real estate agent that you can actually get into a house for $100. And I show this to people to say, you don't have to pay all the money to get into the house. You have to negotiate and know what to say, know when to say it, have the right paperwork. And I got into this house for $100, y'all. $100. And it's the purchase price down here, as you can see, $110,000 for this house. All you have to do is get in the deal. You can sell the deal to somebody else. So the goal is you get in the deal for 100, you sell the deal for 120. That's 10,000 in there for you, minus, if you're paying closing costs, whoever's paying it, minus some fees. But say you pick up $8,500, does it matter? Does it really matter? You put in $100. Is it okay to make that much money? That's all I'm saying. Rent to own. These are some signs that I use. I can tell you how to make money with this sign right here without closing a house. I'm talking to the tune of hundreds, hundreds, hundreds. The only thing is, I say, when you do this, you better be ready. Don't do it and be messing around. Because I have you go just like this. You step down this thing. With one house, I can show you multiple ways to make money by doing this thing called real estate. So I'm going to go over wholesale basics, and I'm going to go over some actual deals because we're here for the meat. That's all it's about, the meat. Lack of money. That's what stops people. Lack of money is what they think. Everybody, I need this money. I get it, but I guarantee if you get that deal, the money will come. I keep being told there's no shortage of money. There's no shortage of money. And you got to say that until you believe it. There's no shortage of money. Disclaimer, read it. I'm not a lawyer, y'all. I'm just providing information. I'm not providing any type of legal advice. I want you to go to a professional. I need you to go to an accountant, a legal, or whatever you got to go to. Do your own due diligence. I really, truly, truly need you to do that. Wholesaling, simple. Find a house, put it on the contract, sign your contract. I want you to do it via an LLC. Personally, do it how you want to do it. You want to do an S corp? Do an S corp. Find your entity. Find somebody that understands it that can break it down for you so you have a better understanding of how and what you're supposed to do. The buyer comes with the money. You don't. That's why the $1 million deals, I'm not scared. I don't care. You bring me, somebody bought me a $300 million deal. I won't blink twice. I don't really care. The only thing I'm working on is who can pay for that. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. These are some steps, 1 through 5. And this is what I get. I give this out to a lot of people, and they come back to me and be like, okay, I got this property. Now what do? I said, did you watch the video? No. See, what I was thinking of doing is, I'm saying, no, hold time out. Did you watch the video? No, because see, the property is $50,000, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sell it for. You're killing me, y'all. You're killing me. Check this out right here. Let me show you what I'm going through, and I'm gonna show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if I have 20 people call me, okay, I stay on the phone for about 20 minutes per person. Right there is 400 minutes that I spent on the phone going over basic information that's already out there. It's a lot of information that's already out there, truthfully. But I speak to a lot of people, and that equals out to 6 hours and 6 hours and 30 minutes almost of my day. Whoa! That's 6 hours, family. So what I did, I started teaching, and I started putting steps out there so people can get the basic steps. And then when you come up with the hard stuff, okay, give me a call with the hard stuff. But if you don't have a property, where do I get the properties? And I show you how to get the properties. If you haven't ran the numbers, then I show you how to run the numbers. And you still, come on, y'all. If you haven't set an appointment, that's all I'm saying. I'm telling this for people who are not on right now that's going to see this. That I'm going to be like, hey, because I'm going to ask you, have you watched the videos? Because I put those steps in there. So all I'm doing is working through these steps. So step 1. Woo! I hope y'all ready. Easy, simple stuff. Go to Zillow, www.zillow.com. It's all over the country. That's just how it looks right there. And what you're going to do in this box right here, y'all see this box. You're going to put in your city, your zip, your address, whatever you're going to put in there. I want you to do it in your backyard. I don't care where you live. There's something everywhere. I mean, there's houses everywhere. So put the information right there. You click that button right here. Click that button right there, that blue button. Then you go to this. You're going to see this slide right here. And y'all might not be able to see it that good, and that's okay. So you're going to see this thing up here. Look closer. You're going to filter. And what I want you to filter, you can't see it maybe. I don't know. You're going to filter. You probably can't see it. It's going to say for sale by owner or by owner. You're going to filter by owner. When you filter right there, you're going to come to the next screen. It's going to show you the for sale by owners in your specific area. This one has about 8. These little dots right here, these little red dots, those are the for sale by owners. And when you hover over the dot, it's going to bring up that property that you see right here. It's going to bring up wherever you hover, you're going to see a little box that comes like right here first. And then if you double click on it, it's going to be a box there, or it give you an exploded view like you're about to see. Hold on, let me go a little bit further. Or you're going to get an exploded view like this. Bam. And so what you want to do, what I look at is I look at the address, of course, but I'm looking at this stuff right here. How many beds, how many baths, what's the square feet, and the price. And what I do from this slide, I scroll down, and then I look at the phone number, of course, and the name of the person, and I see if they put any notes in there, it needs work, blah, blah, blah. Nobody house I go to say they need work. And then I scroll all the way down, and I look at just similar homes. I'm just looking just to look, especially if it's one right across the street, and the one right across the street is $50,000 less. I'm going to compare the two just to see. I just want to do a comparison, and I may use that as leverage when I'm negotiating. You never know. And then I look at houses that have already sold. That's where you get your comps at. So this is what companies are doing out there. Those companies that people are paying $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for, that's giving y'all the same information I'm giving you right now. Do your due diligence, get educated, folks. So a lot of people are paying all that money, but they don't have the basics. I say get the basics first. If you choose to pay $50,000, pay $50,000. I don't care. But do the basics before you start to pay that money, and a lot of people don't, and that's okay. I'm just giving y'all free information. The next thing I do, if you see this right here, down here, it'll say houses that have sold. You click that button right there, and it's going to filter out all the houses that have sold in that area. Then you click on the next one, and you see all the yellow. See all the yellow, and you see the red one right there. You see the red one? That was the first one we had up there of houses. That's that house right here, really. That's that house. So that's the red one right there. So what I'm doing to get my comps, I'm looking at houses that sold, and my criteria, I need about 5 houses. I need them to be within 5 miles, and I need a 3-2. That's what I'm looking for, really. And I want sort of the same square footage of the house. So what usually happens, and I see this all the time, that house right there that's in red right there, you have houses like right down the street from it that has, let's say it has 3 bedroom, 2 bath, both of them, and the red house is worth $494, and the yellow house is the exact same, $390. So that's a $100,000 difference. And this is what happens. The homeowner in red, they say, well, no, see, we have that because what we did this super upgrade in the kitchen, and then we did this ceramic thing that's surrounding the whole house. And then we have this thing right here. We paid like $30,000 for that upgrade in the bathroom with the skylight. And what they're doing is really overpaying, because you have to look at what's in the area. Investors look at what's in the area, not some mansion price that's living in the ghetto. It doesn't work. It doesn't add up. So they can keep it at $494. They're just going to get the next person that come along that may want to buy it. That's going to be on them. But when they turn around and sell it, they're going to be in the same position. So it's all about learning, what the houses go for. That's what you got to do. This is what I have. Scripts, and more scripts. Everybody should be using scripts. If you're not using scripts, you're losing, because we can't remember all this information. There's too much information. This is a goal script that I give to people. because I don't know what your goal is. I can help you to get there, but I need to know, what you want to do. That's what we got to do. I'm gonna start giving this out more and say, okay, what you want to do, and then I have another sheet that's in it. It's goal oriented that you put a number up there, and I call it reverse engineer, and you go back to say, okay, if I want to make $100,000, I have to do this many deals per month, this many deals per week, this every day. I have to do this I have to make these phone calls. So it's just tracking. You have to track what you do. This is a deal prep sheet. Some people, I use it and I say, okay, the owner, the seller's hot buttons, they need to move because they're moving out of the country. So I write all that stuff down. And matter of fact, I got them in my folder. I got some in my folder right now that I just did. And I just keep track of what they saying, because they may not give it to you the first time. And some people don't go back and follow up, and that's when you lose. You lose out. It's like, okay, well, you did all that work in the beginning, and now you lost. FSBO scripts, for sale by owner scripts, general information, and this is it. Hey, I saw your ad on Zillow. Are you the person that I could talk to about the house that's for sale? If you can read, you can do this, y'all. It's not that hard. And some people are like, I don't understand. I say, well, did you read the script? Well, no, see what I was going to do. I get that all the time. So I'm so used to it. I just hear it and I'm like, okay, well, let me know how that worked out. I use the scripts and I deviate only a little bit, only because if they tell me something different, then I have to, deviate a little bit. Like, the scripts are the scripts. They're there for a reason. This is somebody that's you trying to get somebody to rent script. I got to cover your asset script. So many scripts, so you can do it. Your power team, you're going to find them, and most of the times you can find a lot of them at the meeting. The meetup, you can go to meetup.com and then go to put in real estate and put in your city. Hold on. Put in real estate in your city, and you can do it that way. Everything starts with your network. You can get your network out of the meeting. A lot of people don't want to go to the meetings for some, I don't know why. I don't like to go to all the meetings, but I do. I frequent the meetings and I sit back and take notes. I don't like to go to those seminars, but I do. I sit back and I take notes. I don't like to go to off meetings. I do. And I sit back and I take notes. That's what I do. The first person is the turn ad. You may have to go through a few, but if you find a savvy investor in the meetings, you can say, hey, which attorney do you use? Use everything they have. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's all information to me. And either they will or they won't give you the information. If they're trying to hide information from you, that's a few people gonna do that though. They acting like if you get into the real estate world, then you're gonna take all the deals. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Asset protection, again, bam. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a tax professional. Because I don't want people saying, well, Charles said. Don't be like, no, Charles didn't. I'm giving y'all advice on what you can do. It's just advice. I want everybody eventually to become landlords. That's what we need to do. To the guy who said, hey, am I going to get paid in 30 days? I don't know. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to get down and get down? This is a deal I put up the other day. And as y'all see, this is a standard wholesale deal. No money down. The one thing you have to know is the ARV. Look at the ARV. ARV is after repair value. You got to know that stuff, family. You have to know that. If you don't know ARV, you're going to lose. Or you're going to pay a company to take your money and show you how to do ARV. I don't get that either. But it's not that difficult. Nobody can come up with the finite number. So you kind of just work the issue. ARV, and what I like to choose, and I know some people are gonna say, well, it can't be 70%, it's 80%. Well, it can't be 80%, it's 81%. It's 0.65%. Choose your percentage. Most, not all, most investors across the country, they want at least 30% of the value of the home so they can make some money. So when I go in, I go 70% of the ARV. And for repairs, I keep it simple. I have a checklist. I'm not going to bring it out, but I have a checklist of a repair list. And it really is like you just step down. If there's work to be done in the bathroom, check work to be done in the bathroom. If you need a new window, check how many windows. Okay, 10 windows. On the sheet of paper, it says 200. 200 times 10, replace all the windows is 2,000. You do the numbers so you can actually come up with a good price that you can ask for the house. If the house is $130,000 and it needs 20,000 in repairs, you have to take that into consideration. So my repairs are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's my repairs. You can do 31,275. You do whatever you want to do. I just use, because nobody can come up with anything that's just finite. Maximum allowable offer. This is what kills people. Like the person that kept telling me how they're going to do the deal, but they haven't ran the numbers. I'm like, well, where are you getting your numbers from? Well, no, see, what I'm going to do is, I'm like, well, where's the numbers coming from? I don't understand what you're doing. Have you ran the numbers? No, I didn't run the numbers. I didn't run the numbers, but see, what I was going to do, and then they asked me, what would you charge? I don't know what I would charge because I haven't ran the numbers. And that's something you have to do. And this is something that's standard. ARV, after fair value, 200,000 times 0.70 is equal, and then you subtract $20,000 for repairs, and that gives you your maximum allowable offer. What I don't do, I do not give them mayo. I don't do it. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do the quick math. I'm a mathematician, y'all. That's not what I do. I run quick numbers. I try to make it make sense. If it makes sense, great. If it don't, great. Right now, that mayo at $20,000 is $120,000. That's my maximum offer that I can allow to get this property. Now, what I am going to do, I'm going to talk to them and see where they are. Everybody has buttons. Why are you moving? So tell me a little bit about the house. When would you like to leave? Is it vacant? Is it open? And I don't care which number I come up with, it's always going to be less than max value of the house. And rule number one in the investor world, never pay full price. Just don't do it because you're losing. How are you going to make money if you're paying full price? Somebody else got to eat off of that too. So I see that 120,000. I'm probably going to go down to 100. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. Every situation is so different. But if you go down, like, let me do a scenario with you right quick. So this property is 200,000, and you run the numbers, and they say, okay, what you come up with? And then you say, well, looking at, you need windows. I'm gonna have to do a lot of repair. I have about, probably 20 to 30,000 in repair, and we still have to see what's behind the wall and make sure the studs are there. Make sure we have, the roof. That's a little bit. So let me think. If I had to offer you anything, and you might not like what I'm about to offer, I would have to go to 100,000. And then what if they come back and be like, okay, when can we drop the contract? What? You just got 100. That's $100,000 of equity right there. But if they answer it that quick, you could have got lower because you have to form some type of relationship to understand where they are. It's never just going to somebody's house. Hey, I just want to do a walk around right quick, and then I'm going to look at all this stuff, and then I'm out. No, I'm having a conversation. I went to somebody's house. We having a good old conversation. We weren't even talking about the house. We was talking about where they were living and stuff like that. Having a good old conversation. That's all we was doing. Getting a rapport, seeing how you can help them, because you might not get the deal. But just because you don't get the deal as a wholesale deal, is there any other thing you can do to help them? Come from a position of help. And I will tell to you like this. I told that to this lady. I said, I don't know if I can buy this one because I'm looking to do a few more. But what I will do, I will give it to a realtor that has somebody that's pre-qualified. So if I call you up and somebody's pre-qualified, then you can get that. She said, well, why are you going to get that? Are you going to get anything out of it? I said, no. She was like, well, why would you do that? I said, because that's where my blessings come from. Family. That's where my blessings come from. And you should have seen the look on her face. She was like, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. And I said, that's just how it is. If I can't help you, I know other ways that can help you. With every house, you have about 5 options. Had a guy the other day missed out on 25,000 because he couldn't get the wholesale deal, and he let it go. And I said, no, you don't let it go. You have some more in you, baby. You got to go through the steps. There's steps. Every time you get a house, you go through the steps, and that's what I show people. Going through the steps is crucial, 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 crucial. That's another deal. I'm not going to do that one because we kind of ran through that already. These are the no money down deals. There's so many different sides to real estate, y'all. So many different. Don't look at this one deal and say, this is the end all be all. It depends on the area you live in. It depends on if houses in that area selling off the meat, right? Selling off they're not being kept for 15 days. You have to change it around and make it happen. Got to change some stuff up. I got people outside. Let me see what that is. That's another wholesale deal. I thought I deleted that because I'm keeping this because I want to show other people this here. It's just different. Wholesaling, get the numbers. I already told y'all this though. Get the phone number and call them up. Got to ask questions. Stay on script. Stay on the script. I love lease options as well. That's my second option I go in. And that's nothing more than renting to own. That's all it is. So if they don't want to wholesale, okay, let's see about this lease option. Yeah, another option is having a realtor on board. Another option. Throwing it out there. To act, something's going on. The most difficult thing, that's the decision. The sad part is that's stopping a lot of people taking action. We can sit here all day on this thing, y'all. We can go through deals all day. We can make money. It's taking action, action, and more action. This is my slide right here. I love this. There's a shortage of ideas. That's about it. Mr. Ferry Cannon, you got a deal out there, right? Let me see if I can allow y'all to talk. I hope that'll be hot. Bam. Discussion mode. Hey, hit y'all button so y'all can talk. Let me see if y'all can talk. You got to hit the button in the. Should have had a picture. I'm gonna start putting a picture in my slides. That'll be hot. Somebody say something, but you got to hit the button to unmute yourself. I'm trying to see if people can talk.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh, I hear people. Philip, I hear you. Barry, I hear you. I see you. Say something.
You can hear me? Charles, can you hear me?
I got you. I got you.
Can you hear me?
Go over that deal that, well, no, I want you to do this.
Charles, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Barry, I want you to go back to when you, Barry, from the last 2 days, go over what you've done in just the last 2 days. I just want to talk about those deals. Go ahead from the time you got on Zillow.
You kind of went over. Okay, you kind of went over a few of the things that I did. I went on Zillow and I did exactly what you said. I clicked. I'm and the house popped up. That was for sale by owner. So at that point, I saved all of the houses that was in my area. I got a Zillow account, saved all the homes, so I didn't have to write them all down. And then at that point, I started making phone calls, and I used the script, just introducing myself and going through the whole script. And from that, I made close to 30 phone calls, and there was a few people that didn't answer that I got to follow up with. There was a few people that did answer. Of course, the holidays coming up, so they told me to follow up them in a few weeks. But I have 4 appointments on next week. One of those appointments, it's a lady. She's selling a duplex, and she want to sell the whole thing. She's rehabbing it on it, and she's going to give me a call next week because her dogs are sick to let me show me the home. So what she's doing is she said, listen, in order for me to move out of state, I have to sell this duplex. So that's going to be a good thing once we get out there. So that's one of these. She has to sell it. So we're going to see if we can get that done.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, can y'all hear him? Type in there if you can hear him.
And they can hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. That's what's up. Okay.
Okay. And the second one at the appointment when they're selling this home for $300,000. They're real estate brokers, but the issue is the wife. The home has been their second home for a long time, and the wife now she's having some health problems, and they decided that they want to move. That they're going to move Carolina. Matter of fact, I think probably they're trying to get rid of. It's in a gated community. We got the code for the appointment set up. So, like I said, it's a $299,000 deal, and we got the appointment. And like you said, Charles, I just got on the phone. We had a nice conversation. She started telling me about her health problems and all the things her and her husband were doing, and we got in the gate. And so we're going to go talk to them on Monday, and it's just about consistency and making phone calls, and we're going to get more and more appointments and close out this year out strong.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So all I'm doing, y'all, is the action part of real estate. And a lot of people don't want to go through the numbers. You say you made close to 30 phone calls. I made like 21 phone calls. Out of that, I have 9 deals. I have one that's not even listed. And so those right there are gems. It's a quad, and it's not even listed anywhere. I got first dibs on that. And it's right by the university. And I just happened to ask the question. And so from a real estate perspective, we have to get out and do. So on the weekend, a lot of people like to do whatever they like to do. We have some that will and some that won't. But we just have to get out and do. So investors, the money, you get you a buyer's list. Now the buyer's list, like I told y'all before, is coming from people that you already know at those meetings, people that's at all these different events. Those are, in a sense, buyers. Some people don't even know they're buyers. People that have like a credit score of 750 or above, and they may want to get a rental property, they're buyers because they can get funding. I show people how to get funding as well, but you got to have something. You bringing something to the table. You put it under contract. That's the goal. If you can help them out, got to put it under contract if you can help them out. It's a standard purchase and sale agreement contract, and the other contract I would use is a lease option contract. The other contract is an assignment contract, and then there's a get out of jail free card or cover your assets paperwork that you need to sign. I don't like to say contract. Get this off of your mind if you're talking to somebody and you're going to sign paperwork. Because if we tell people contract, we kind of like, oh, hold on, we signing a contract. I need to get a lawyer. And if I was to go in there to you, Philip, and you selling me your house, I'd be like, Mr. Philip, thank you for allowing me to come out here. We just want to get some paperwork drawn up, and I can get out your hair, and then you can go about your business. But is your wife or who else is on the mortgage? Is you and your wife on the mortgage, or just you on the mortgage? I need to know that, and you better hope everybody that's on the mortgage is there whenever you get ready to sign your paperwork. So take that out, put in paperwork. Let's get this paperwork done. Lease option steps. Have a real estate lawyer in your area. Hopefully they tie to a title company. Some people just use title companies. Every area is different. Figure it out. Talk to the lawyer and figure it out, because I'm not one. I keep saying that. So talk to the title company. I get mine from Fizbo.com. You can go to Redfin.com, Zillow.com. You can go to all these different sites. I got probably another 15 sites I don't even use to go get information on things. I drive around. I just got through the other day driving for dollars. This is another one you can get more leads. It's all about leads. So he called 30 leads. So when he goes to the house, before you get there, because you're going to get there early and drive the neighborhood. Look for sale by owners. Take a picture. Take a picture of the phone number, the address, write it down. Now you got another lead. That's just how it is. And when you're talking to the owners, you're going to ask them about any other property they got. Matter of fact, we got another property. That's another lead. Stop playing. This is not a game, y'all. Y'all better put it out there. It's already out there. You can put up signs, bandit signs, we buy houses, I buy houses, whatever you want to put just to get your name out there. It's all about putting your name out there so people understand how they can get back in touch with you. We got to do something. This is second half of the new year. I'm not where I want to be. I don't know if y'all are. I promise I'm not. I still have work to do. I still have things that I need to take care of. I still have to get on my job, y'all. I put some stuff down so I can really go hard in this real estate world and do some great things and, you know, help a lot of people as well. This is what I can't do. I give y'all all this free information all the time. And I tell people, if you want me to work with you one-on-one, you know, I ask everybody, do you work for free? This is what I do, y'all. I have my other entities, other businesses that I run. I'm getting everything up to a certain speed. But if you want to take me away from my nonprofit that I'm building homes and stuff for the homeless veterans to actually help you one-on-one to build your business or walk you through a deal from start to finish, do I deserve any type of money? That's all I'm asking. Do I deserve, and some people, well, can you take it out of the deal? I'd rather not, because you could quit on me before the deal is over. I'm just saying. So I charge people for my time. I give a lot. I've been giving free information for years. People say, well, why don't you give it free? Oh, I do. I didn't give out so much information. It is crazy. I tell people, go down my timeline. Go in my group. The group is Real Estate Go-Getters. It's a lot of information there. Go all the way to the bottom and read all the way up, because it's deals, it's driving for dollars, it's scripts, it's scenarios, it's other ways to make money, it's how to do this, how to do that. I put a lot of information out. But if you need me to literally walk you hand by hand, come on, y'all, give me something to work with. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a greedy guy. I'm not the, hey, pay me $20,000, because I don't personally feel it's worth 20. But I know my worth and I know what I'm putting on the table. And if I can walk you through a deal, I got to eat. That's all I'm saying. So I'm willing to help anybody out. But to a certain extent, I can't be on the phone with you for 2 hours. That's my time. I give out my time for y'all right now. And I know I still got stuff I got to do. I have to upload my Excel spreadsheet and put the deals that I have in there and get ready to make some calls to these people that I need to talk to so I can close my own deals. So real estate is not easy. It's hard work. You got to put the work in, but you got to jump out there. I'm willing to help anybody. And what I'm doing, you see this webinar right now? You know, I work with Ferry. I got a few other people that I work with one-on-one. If you want to get into that group, let me know. We'll put you in there, but this is how it's going to work. I'm going to show you how to get your leads. I'm going to give you the script so you can call your leads. Then you're going to set an appointment and go to your lead, and you're going to write down everything they say. Then you're going to come back to this atmosphere right here, and you're going to tell me what they say, and we're going to go down the different options that you're going to go and take to them with the contracts in hand that you can take to them and get them to sign you a contract or not, show you how and what you need to say to these investors so they can be in your buyer's book or what have you, and work you through the entire deal so you can close a deal. The one thing that's going to happen for a lot of people is a lot of people going to, you know, flop around like a fish out of water for a while. It may take you a while. It took me almost 2 years to understand some things in real estate. And then I started going to all these different seminars. I paid $5,000 here, $3,000 there, $1,000 there, $1,500 there. That's just what I had to do for my knowledge. So I can't give you all this knowledge in a 30-minute window. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I do have the information. So anybody have any questions? You can talk or you can type it. Either or, it don't matter to me. Any questions? I'm willing to help anybody out to a certain extent. I can't give you all my time because this is how I eat. Just letting y'all know. You know, I think that's a fair exchange personally. And if you worked with me before, you know, I definitely throw the discount out there because you already worked me. And it's cool with me. I just want people to want to do good things. that want the information, that want to run and just make it happen. I'm hungry, y'all, and I want y'all to be hungry as well. So nobody had any questions? Come on now. I'm glad this was short because I got things to do. Even though it's the weekend, you know, a lot of people, they gonna chill on the weekend. That's just not me. People say, you ain't doing nothing for the 4th. I'm like, I know what I have to do. So it's just me. Philip, you don't have anything? Mr. Gina, Mr. Johnny, Mr. Tony, anybody, any questions? Type them in, say it, don't matter. It's just information to me. Your value proposition in real estate, got you. I invited a few. Nobody got no questions. I see Philip typing. I'll wait on that right now. If you work with me, I will show you how to write a book. And I don't care what industry you in, a book will enhance that industry. Like I said, I got to get featured. People calling me for radio shows, and I haven't even done those shows yet. I got to get out there and still do that. I still got to get on, do some more TV interviews and stuff like that. Haven't done that stuff because I've been working on certain things, and I'm only one person, you know. Start to finish, close the deal. The technical is about 7 days. Technically, it can be 7 days. Whenever the person who has the money submit the paperwork to the title company and the money to the title company, so they put in escrow, I would say about 7 days. They probably can do it in 5. So where if you're doing a wholesale deal, the question was how long does it usually take to close a deal from start to finish? If you're doing a wholesale deal, you can be the person in the middle, and the person, you get the money from the title company. You don't have to go to closing, but if I were you, I would go to one closing just so you can see what it's like in there. And they're really going to be signing paperwork. You know, it is what it is. There's certain things as double closings. If you're making about, you know, I'm going to tell you how I do it. I'm making $50,000. I'm doing a double close because I don't want both parties knowing what I'm about to make because somebody can get salty. But if you ask for $50,000 for your property and somebody asked for $60,000 for the property, and everybody got what they got and got what they wanted, why can't everybody just be happy? Let's sing a song if we have to. Everybody happy. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. I got what I wanted. Now you see what I get. You see me getting 50K. Now you have a problem with me making that type of money. So it's like, come on, y'all. But if you found a person like that, just make that be the last time you work with them because they in your pockets. Never get in anybody's pockets. Whatever they make is what they make. Anybody got any other ones? Anybody? This is the meat and potatoes. What else was I going to discuss? I don't have a clue. I think I just gave a basic snapshot of real estate. And anybody, y'all can get off this call right now and go through them steps I just gave you. Get some phone numbers, call those folks, and you never know what's out there. I found one with $40,000 of equity. $40,000 is no pump now. I don't know about y'all. $40,000 is real. That's real right there. Well, aside from lease options, what are the other ways you can wholesale a deal? Well, wholesale is, you have wholesales, but you have so many different pieces of under that. If somebody doesn't want to wholesale, then you can go to wraparound, subject to. There's so many different pieces of the puzzle. I like to show people the no money down. For me, no money down means wholesale. Lease options, you may have to put up $100. You can do one with $10. So from a lease option, do you have multifamily buyers looking to buy in the Jacksonville, Florida area? I do not, but if I needed to come down there and find some, I could. And what I would do is go to the meetups. I'll go to the auction and I'll find some cash buyers from the auction. Or I'll get with the realtor and get on her list. I think you got to pay $150 and you become like it's like a quasi agent where you have access to the MLS as a realtor, and you get access and you can go through there and look at what area had the, you put in there like 6 months and you say, in the last 6 months, who was the cash buyers in this area? What did they buy? or the last 9 months? What was bought? There you go. Miss Regina, did I answer your question? Other ways you can wholesale. Wholesale to me is just taking a property for 50,000, selling it for 60,000, making money in the middle. That's wholesale. You can do wholesales with residential and commercial. A lot of people are scared to graduate to commercial. Let me find out about a deal. Commercial. I don't care. It's just working the numbers. If you get it, great. If you don't, great. Go to the next one. The thing is, how long will you go until you do one deal? All it takes is one, y'all. When y'all get that one deal, I'm telling you, it can change your life. One deal. That's all you need. What else you got? Talk to me. There's buyers out. There's people looking to put their money somewhere. You just haven't gotten in the conversation yet. They're going to need to put their money somewhere. You got to be one of those people that sound. If you don't sound like you know what you're talking about, you're not going to win. You have to have the lingo. You have to say something that's intelligent in the real estate world, or people are going to be like, because I'm telling y'all, I get that all the time. That lady last night, well, I'm a wholesaler. You're a wholesaler. They don't even sound right to me. It don't sound right. Is transactional funding necessary? No. Transactional funding, all people are doing with transactional funding is they're taking advantage to me, they're taking advantage of people who find a wholesale deal. You took advantage of somebody. Because if you find a wholesale deal and it's a good deal, you have an investor that buys it from you. Why do you need the funding? Because the buyer is going to bring the funding. So why you need a transactional funder? Everybody want hard money. For what? Unless you're about to do some stuff it's certain criteria that you need hard money or you would like to have hard money. Of course, I'm not going to say it's no other reason. But since it's a wholesale, you might go through 50, 60 deals before you get one. Is it worth it? I don't know. Is $10,000 worth it? Extra $10,000 for $10,000 for the entire year. I don't know. How much work are we going to put in to go get these deals? Are we going to do a little bit and quit and then say it don't work, or do a little bit for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks and then give it back up? Or we're going to stay in the game and keep grinding and make phone calls. So, and when we go to these meetings that I'm doing, my thing is I say, Ferry, how many calls did you make this week? Okay. How many people you connect with? How many meetings how many appointments are you going on? That's all that matters. How many calls? If we don't get the deal, okay, great. I don't really care about the deal. We're getting numbers. We're putting our mind out there. We're putting our business cards out there. We're talking to people. People know we're in real estate, and then you're going to get the call, hey, Charles, I got this. Y'all see where I am right now? This was free. Stop playing. $30,000 in equity. Hey, Charles, I got a house I don't want. Where is it? Y'all see the hardwood? Stop playing. Y'all think this a game. Hardwood floors, stop playing. This was free. I got a phone call. It was free. I took it. I'm here. I'm just telling y'all what I know. I'm going to take free all day, every day. And if y'all in the military, if you haven't used your VA loan, you can use your VA to get a quad. You can use a VA to get a house. You can go a $30,000 home. Use your VA. That can be paid off in 5 years. But with the VA, you probably got to live in there. Ain't no problem. You have to live in there for like a year and a day or something like that. Don't quote me on this. But with the VA, you got to live in there. It's got to be your primary residence. Yeah. It's got to be your primary residence. Don't say Charles said. You have to live in there. Because I'm about to do that in 2018. And VA, they give you $400 and something thousand. You don't need all that. Get about 50 and do. But you can still use all that. But see, the one thing is, if you can find a portfolio, imagine this. You find a portfolio of, a lot of houses grouped together, of 10 houses at $30,000 a piece. $30,000 a piece at 10 houses at $300,000. For a $300,000 note, you may pay $1,500, you may pay $1,200, depending on your credit score and stuff like that. So imagine you got all those houses, and for houses that I just saw for $30,000, they're paying $800-900 a month. One of them, and imagine, I'm gonna run numbers, y'all. I'm a numbers guy, so I'm gonna go low end, $800 a month times 10 houses. And your mortgage, let's say your mortgage, let's just go 2,000. That's on the high end, $2,000. So you still recouping $6,000 monthly. Monthly. Now let me learn you on this one. You get a property manager. Let them take over. You pay them 10% if you have to. They do everything on your 10 houses. You get a check in the mail. You get a check in the mail, family, $5,500. So what? You get a $5,500 check in the mail for houses that can be paid off within 5 years. So you'll have 10 houses free and clear. Somebody else paying a note. That's what I did. Y'all better get on this. Stop playing. This is not a game, y'all. This is definitely not a game. This is real life. Real estate can change your life. Don't let not getting in the game or stuff stop you from getting in the game, from doing this stuff. If you want a brother like me, talk to me one-on-one. I'll work with you. But I promise I can't work for free. I can't do it. I did that before. I did it for years. I can't do it. I got too much stuff on my plate to just say, if I was just doing real estate, I probably could, because I'd say tag along. But from real estate to doing nonprofits, I got another book coming out, to motivational speaking, to doing grants and stuff like that. I have so much on my plate that I can't just, but I put everything to the side so I can just focus in on real estate for a little while, because I got some things I got to do. Building an assisted living facility down in, it's taking some time, but it's still gonna get there. They're doing this architectural work right now, right off of Myrtle Beach, 9-story. The one thing I will have is a room down there. So when I go to Myrtle Beach, I already have a room to stay in. Stop playing. It's not a game, y'all. It's real business. Building down in Dallas, I'm waiting on some funding for that. Some more funding, really, to do some more stuff. And I just met another lady who has 70 acres down in Dallas. I don't know where they are yet. We need to have a conversation. She said, Charles, what should I do with this? She's a millionaire and she don't even know it. She's a multi-millionaire from that land right there, and she don't even know it. And she's working she's working a 9 to 5 now or what? But that's money, that's potential. They calling me up because I stay in the streets. I'm Mr. Real Estate. Get at me. Get at me. I do real estate. That's what I do. I learn. I still learn, y'all. I go to YouTube. I go to these meetings. Continue to learn the game of real estate. Continue to go. I still go over lease options. I still go over wholesales. I just keep learning. Keep learning. We're not going to, it's not, nobody knows everything. I know the basics. Okay. Just looked it up. Need a 620 to get a VA loan. Never thought of that strategy. Philip, so you are military? Uh-oh. We got one. That'll be hot. Yeah, see, I just turned you on. That's free game right there. Free game. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. You get a duplex, put somebody in the other side. Have them pay some of it. Get to a point to where you can get out of there after a year and a day. And now you put somebody, and now you got a duplex, and they paying for your duplex and part for your other house. Stop playing, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. See? That's free game right there, y'all. What else y'all got? Talk to me. Close this out. Free game. There's money out there too. If you got a 680 or above credit score, there's some money out there. If you have lower than a 680, I can hook you up with this lady. They're doing some fantabulous things out there, finding people funding as well. I got a credit lady. I'm talking, you name it, they can get rid of it. It's like $250. They get rid of foreclosures, bankruptcies, all the little stuff that we have on our credit report. A one-time fee, they get rid of everything. You can't beat that. And let me. I don't want to be in their pockets for their money. The general is around 250, depending on how bad your score is. So I can't say, what they're. I know it goes up, but it depends on you and your personal credit score and what you're looking to do. Now, they can't wave a magic wand and in 10 days your stuff is done. No. But I've seen them do some great things with some people who have foreclosures, bankruptcies, and stuff like that, and school debt, and people who have child support. I don't want to bring that up. I'm going to say that low. But anyway, it is what it is. It's just, I just know a lot of people, y'all. If you need something, I got you. I know a lot of people. I just connect with a lot of people. And that's all I do. And I just be like, boom, go there. Boom, I'm quarterbacking. Like, boom, go there. You need a carpenter? Okay, boom. It's just, I just meet a lot of people. Anybody else, y'all? Going once. Going twice. 3 times later. I can sing. I need some lemons, but I can sing. Y'all good? My number. Oh, I don't. Y'all got me on Facebook. Y'all got me. Charles M Speaks at Yahoo. Bam. Here it goes right there. Bam. Look at that. Bam. Hit me up if you need me. If you're really trying to go in. Don't have me put you to the test if you hit me up, because I can put you to the test. Let me know if you need sleep. If you don't, I can put you on that fast pass. That fast pass. That fast pass. Stop playing. I'm looking for funding right now for my nonprofit. I'm about to go talk to these folks, and I'm going to start looking at quads. Even though I'm building an apartment-style complex, I got to figure that piece of the puzzle out. So, y'all be careful. Quadplex, that's what I'm talking about, Phil. That's good business, man. That's good business. I'm trying to tell you. If you got it, especially if y'all use the VA, you can use like 400 something thousand. I would probably max it out looking at the different numbers and run the math. Run the math on it to make sure that they bringing in 10,000 and your mortgage is $2,500, $3,000. So you got $7,000 that you can work with. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. 7,000 passive residual, and you have a property manager. Yeah, man, you better go ahead with that. That's Barry. We gonna talk. We got to talk because all the military. We got to get people who have the funding that can do a deal just like this. That's a perfect deal for somebody. But it's just information. All right, y'all, have fun. I am going to go ahead and stop this recording. Charles M Speaks at Yahoo.